Well, hello there, my dudes. Welcome back to Minecraft Minecolonies Byzantine. This episode, what we're going to be trying to do is finish up our industrial district. Basically, there's a lot going on the colony, a lot of builds going on, and I want to get sustainable. We're going to try and build a stonemason and more of the buildings required to get those construction blocks for our new builds. Anyway, let's jump in. Oh man, another glorious day on the colony. Now, there is one thing in my inventory that piqued my interest. I saw this before but didn't mention it, but I've got a mysterious gift. This gift has appeared mysteriously and I can't open it until Christmas Day. Okay, cool. And that's from Corrail Tombstone, so I wonder what's in there. Anyway, as always, thank you for your comments. It was cool to read what kind of presents you wanted to get, what you were looking forward to, and your favorite foods for Christmas dinner. Anyway, what are we doing this episode? Well, we're going to smash the industrial district. And I don't mean with a hammer, we're not going to break it apart with a pickaxe, no. We're going to go over there and build some amazing buildings. So let's head over to, wait, where's home? Oh wait, I've got too many waypoints, I have to scroll down. There we go. So basically, yeah, research was really hamstringing us because we have so many buildings that aren't level 3. For one, we don't have a stonemason, and we don't have him to level 3. So we're going to build one of those. Wait, stone bricks? I don't have stone bricks. This is a job for the iron furnace. So yeah, the building we want is the stonemason, but what else can we build? Let's take a look. Ah, the sifter. That'll come in really handy for getting gravel and sand. And the crusher's hut is another big thing for us, but I think we need the stonemason to level 3 before we can get that research done. But we can certainly start with a sifter and a stonemason this episode. So let's see if we can get those built. Turn this into stone brick, thank you very much. And this should be all we need. Stonemason, let's do it. Boom, put it on the left, and we've got one. And also the sifter. Now this might have some exotic materials required. No, just string and wood. I got loads of that too. So amazing. And over to Braven Boulevard. Now the sifter is important. It's not huge for construction, but it's really good as like an accompaniment to the mine. Basically what it does is it goes through sand and gravel, sifts through them, and oh, that's good news. Vein miner, nice. And it sees if it can find valuable materials inside the sand. Sometimes you can find diamonds. There's all kinds of things you can find in sand and gravel, so it's going to be good to get it down. Now while we're here, I'm going to have some melon. Oh man, ripperoni and pepperoni, my everlasting beef. You guys in the comment section said I could have made that even better as well by cooking it, and then I would have had an everlasting beef steak. Anyway, how is the mine doing? Oh my god. Oh, well, I've got no fall damage, so down we go. Oh, it's like a dropper map. Amazing. Darkstone, bedrock. Oh my god, guys, we've hit bedrock. It's going to take me forever to take that ladder. Oh, the miner started to branch out as well. Check this out. So once the miner gets down to the bottom, he starts to move to the side, and so he's got the makings now of the first mine. Look at this, gilded darkstone, very nice. Anyway, flashbacks to Metal Gear Solid, I better get started on this ladder. Oh my god, that's even worse than the Metal Gear Solid ladders. Basically, yeah, it's an old trope. In the Metal Gear Solid games, there's always one ladder somewhere in the game that takes you about 2 minutes to climb. And usually while you're climbing it, it's at a key part in the story and there's some emotional music. It's like a big moment. But if you've watched this far into the video, let me know your best moments from any video game ever. Is it a moment when a plot is revealed in a certain story? Is it a boss fight? Is it a certain puzzle in a game? Let me know your favorite gaming moment ever, and I will heart and like the comments. Anyway, this area has had, as you can see, a bit of a glow up. Now look at this. We've got retaining walls, and here's a quick look at what we did between episodes. So as you can see, all we've really done is add some retaining walls, some mahogany trees, lovely, and flatten the area above the wall with some dirt. Now okay my dudes, now I am super tempted here to do something absolutely crazy. Oh my god, what's he talking about? What's crazy? Well, what I'm thinking is we might actually want 2 stonemasons' huts. There's a lot of different types of stone blocks that we're going to want to create. Basically all of these diorite walls, the polished andesite. There's so many blocks we're going to want, maybe we want 2 stonemasons. So let's see if we've got enough room. Anyway, I'd also like some feedback from you guys. Basically, we don't have the minimap in the top right. And I want to know what you guys think of that. Do you want to see the minimap come back, or do you think it's better without the minimap? Let me know in the comment section so I can make that change if it's needed. Anyway, let's right click. It's got to be in craftsmanship and masonry. There he is, the stonemason himself. And, ooh, it's not a small building. Ooh, yeah, now we're going to be hard-pressed to fit 2 of these on here. In fact, one of them just about fits. So what we're going to have to do is, because the red block is over there, very close to the border, we're going to have to flip it around. I'm going to use the mirror tool. Boom. To put the red block on the right side. Now, where has it gone? Has it disappeared inside the mountain? Oh, no, wait, it's flipped it the wrong way. Well, we're going to flip it around 180, like that. Oh my god, this is going to be a tight squeeze. Well, we don't want to overlap the wall, that's for sure, so it's got to go this side. It is going to ruin the stairs, so these are going to be required to be rebuilt, I think, but that shouldn't be a problem. Oh my god, this is a massive beast, isn't it? But yeah, there's room for about 1 of these buildings up here. No way can we fit 2 on the colony. So let's get up into the tree and see what it looks like. So here we go, a bird's eye view. Oh man, it looks like a massive kind of weird wooden car. Anyway, this is level 1, level 2, 3, 4, and oh my god, 5. Wow, I like the roof that it gets on this thing. That's pretty cool. Now we're going to have to get this up in the levels quite quickly because there's lots and lots of recipes required for our colony. So level 1, and we'll pull the trigger. Wait. Placement, building, or decoration partly outside of the colony. Oh, I knew it, guys. You were wrong. I thought that you only had to have the red block inside the catchment area. Turns out that's not true. The entire building has to be inside the boundaries. What are we going to do about that? Well, there's no real other place for this to go. Look at this, we're really squashed on the boundaries. So I think what we're going to have to do is upgrade, maybe this will work, the blacksmith and the smeltery up to level 3. But if it doesn't push the colony boundaries out enough, we're going to have to take these bad boys to level 4. It's not a bad idea, it's not a bad move. In fact, maybe we take the sawmill up as well, just to cover all of our bases. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's see what they need to get at those levels. Hey, D's nuts, almost forgot you existed. Stuck over here in the smeltery. Nothing crazy, we have the moss, we have the bricks, we have the deep slates. Yeah, this is all pretty simple stuff. Now the blacksmith, let's hope the materials aren't too crazy over here. And looks like, no, oh my god, wow. There's like almost no materials here, lots and lots of roof, but that's about it. Very cool. We'll have to build 2 anvils, but that's not a problem. Well, okay, let's watch these get upgraded. So the blacksmith and the smeltery, 2 very important buildings. I mean, I think you guys know what these do, but if you don't, here's a quick refresher. The blacksmith crafts all the stuff that uses iron, so basically iron bars, iron chains. He also crafts things like armor and swords, so he's essential for keeping our guards equipped with the best things they can wear. And the smeltery. This isn't an essential building, but basically what it does is it takes ores and it turns them into ingots, and it's really good because at higher levels, the smeltery will duplicate your ores. You can turn 1 ore into 2 bars later on, and then even further than that, you can go up to 3 bars in the end game. They've got a simple silhouette, but they're really well designed. A lot of TLC, a lot of love, care, and attention has definitely gone into these builds. Oh man, and so, in a weird twist of fortune, Leo Wolfdragon has become the quicker builder. The blacksmith went up in no time at all, and the smeltery, that was lagging behind. Jay, you got to up your game, but the materials required for the smeltery looked a bit more complicated, and these trees look really, really, really cool. Wait a minute, you're back? You're supposed to be dead. Okay, well there's one thing that you guys said that I could do. I could put up around the colony that will stop these wandering traders from appearing. It's called a no soliciting sign, so solice. There we go, a no soliciting banner. Don't know what it does. Needs some blue wool, a stick, and a lead. But one of these will keep this guy from appearing around our colony. Now, I'm not sure how big the range is on it. We might need a few of those. But I guess we can start telling the colonists to start putting those up around their houses because we've got door knockers around the colony, so do beware. Well, okay, let's see what this has done for our boundary. Has this increased things by any amount? No, what's going on here? This building now is level 3, which means it should have expanded by 3 chunks from the control block. Yeah, here we go, all land within 1 chunk of smeltery has been cleared. That should be way more than one chunk. Maybe it's something about the smeltery and the blacksmith, they're not supposed to claim as much land. But if that's the case, it means we have to upgrade this guard tower. So I reckon, well, it's annoying, but it's what we're gonna have to do. At the moment it's level 2, so we'll get this up to 3, maybe even 4, because we really need these expanded borders. So we'll get Jay on this, and while he's doing that, let's queue up the sawmill as well, because this building could stand to be level 3, maybe even level 4. I think it's level 2 at the moment, right? Yeah. So these two buildings are going to take a while. Let's go over and check on the Oh, look at this. The guards have started wandering around in 3s. Very cool. Keep on spinning, spinny guy. So let's go over to the library of Sjin and see what the research is. Now, it's a bit confusing, actually, because I keep thinking that the library is an actual library and not the university, but that's fine. Aha, yes, flower power. Now that the composter is level 3, we can unlock the flower shop. That's pretty big. And there's also 2 amazing researches that we can do right here as well. So number 1, miners have fire and lava immunity. That's huge because miners often dig into lava chambers and they can get roasted. It's a really common thing to happen. So we want to research that for iron ingots and leather. And also cheat sheet down here. This is going to give us 25% more recipes, which is going to be really big for our brand new stonemason and our upgraded sawmill. So paper, iron, leather, and compost. Well, here's some leather. Take a stack of that. Great stuff. Oh, that reminds me. Maybe we should configure the Fletcher to start making guard armors. Oh, wow, there we go. The guard tower went up super quick. Well, let's not stop there. Let's see if we can get that to level 4. Oh, there's more compost as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, very nice indeed. This thing's level 3 now. Let's see if we can get it up to level 4, see what the materials are for that. I think this will be the first level 4 guard tower. And wow, yeah, it's just this. Oh my god, it's just the same. It's just bricks. It's just bricks. Now, research and technology. Technology is probably the most important tree. So we're doing flower power for the flower shop. We're doing hot boots so our miner does not get roasted by lava. And the final research is going to be the cheat sheet, which is going to give us more recipes. Amazing. Now, those are going to be long researches, and they probably won't be done before the episode is ended, but it's always good to have 3 researchers, or at least the most you can actually have, going on in the background. Well, alright then, maybe the guard tower's done, maybe it's not. Let's head on over there, because when that sucker does hit level 4, it should actually expand the boundaries so they're big enough for us to fit the stonemason in, but I'm worried. I'm worried there's something else at play here. I don't know exactly what the maximum boundary size is for a colony, and I'm worried that we've hit some kind of soft cap. Oh wow, yeah, there we go. So it's level 4 now, and 4 chunks have been claimed around. Oh, I'm seeing it. Oh, yes, thank God. Oh my God, I was so spooked that this was not going to give us enough boundary size to actually get this building built, but it looks like level 4 is pushing it. So yeah, either that's a change or it was always like this, but yeah, guard towers are the one that pushes boundaries out. These buildings, getting them up in the levels doesn't actually seem to have any effect on pushing back the boundary. It pushes them back by 1 chunk, but never more. That's a bit crazy, but you know what? We're not going to judge. We're going to put down the masonry for real this time. Stonemason, let's get this thing in position. Let's pull the trigger on this at level 1. Boom. And let's go and get Leo on this. Since I think he has Nikki's diamond tools. But we'll leave the rest to him because he's got a lot of work ahead of himself. Let's go over now to the Fletcher's hut because I never covered for you guys how those buildings work. The bakery, what happens? Does it just magically spawn bread? No, it doesn't. It needs wheat. And also the Fletcher's hut, we're going to need to put some recipes in there for the guards. They're going to need leather armor. So up to Byzantine Hills. Oh, that reminds me. You guys. Oh, you punny guys. You suggested a brand new name for Byzantine Hills, and it's a pretty good one. It's Byzantine Hills. There we go. Oh, the classic. Love it. Love to see it. So thank you, Aurora, for that comment. That's what we're naming the retail district. So let's go over here. Where is that? Fletcher's hut. So like any crafter, this guy needs to be taught the recipes first. He's got gravel into flint already, and he's got wool into string. Those are 2 important things for making bows. But we want to teach him a couple of other tricks. So we're going to go for leather armor first. This is a basic one. Boom. Very simple.
Okay.
There we go. Now we could teach him how to make a bow. In fact, I think that sounds like a really good idea. And there we go. Now he knows how to make a bow. But why stop there? He's going to need some arrows too. So the basic one over here, and Wilden Spike. Generalized overworld prediction. What the hell? Well, we're going to teach him the regular normal one, old flint, feather, and stick. And again, use our special stick there to make the real deal arrows. Now we can't really get flint, we'll need the crusher for that, and we can't really get feathers, we're going to need a chicken hut for that. So those are two things we're going to want to get before we start building out our archer ranks, but we are going to have to get loads of archers. Right now everybody on the colony is a knight, just because we don't have a way to get them ammo and bows, but once we get that in place, plus the archery range, it's going to be time for us to build up our elite sniper corps. Anyway, that's the Fletcher's hut, so what about over here? Well, the bakery. This is like a weird one, so it doesn't create regular bread, it creates custom Minecraft. It creates custom Minecolonies bread. He's got smelting recipes over here, he needs to make bread dough, here we go. Crafted at level 3, and the cake is crafted at level 2, so he can make that already. But also he's got recipes here to make, what's this? Milk bucket, wheat, sugar and egg makes cake batter, very cool. And there you go, he can turn wheat into bread once it's level 3. You also need to give him a fuel. And what are we saying? Well, we've got spruce logs as a general fuel, but honestly, I feel like we're starting to get a lot of coal from the miner. So that could be one, but honestly, I feel like we're going to get more bang for our buck if we make him use charcoal. But that means we're also going to have to teach somebody how to make charcoal. Man, pretty technical, pretty complicated, but we can work this out by going over here, looking up charcoal, and once we see what the recipe is for charcoal, we can see at the top which buildings can create it. So it's the it's the mechanic and the stone smelter that make charcoal. Interesting. So we're going to have to focus on getting a mechanic pretty soon. But the bakery isn't essential. He'll do things when he needs to at higher level, but for now, I think our guys are just happy with the restaurant. Oh my god, what's going on here? Oh no! Shadow Longstaff is having a seizure! Quick, call the ambulance! Get over here, Sal Nerd! No, I think what's actually happening is he's stuck. Oh no! Now he's in the sewers. Okay guys, we have a new Rat King. It's Shadow Fox Longstaff. Oh no, I see. So mistakes were made. Leo is focusing on the sawmill, and then he's going to work on the stonemason. But it's looking pretty good because if we go down to required resources, so he's somewhat of the way through. We need to make a fancy lime terracotta door and polished diorite walls. Okay, let's go and grab those from our base. And there we go, the polished diorite walls as well, the cream brick walls he has. But it looks like he's very, very close to getting that sawmill complete. That's pretty good. That's much, much quicker than I was expecting. Honestly, Leo is a real champ. Anyway, when that's done, he's going to start on the stonemason. So let's get the sifter in position, get Jay on that, and we can watch a time lapse of those going up. Now with the sifter, this basically has a functionality where it uses water to sift through items, which is why it's kind of cool usually to put this on the coast. Luckily we have loads of space here on the coast, so let's find out how big this building is. Boom, there we go, the sawmill, amazing. So it's gonna be, what's it gonna be? Craftsmanship and masonry? Yeah, there we go, sifter. Oh yeah, look at this. This is a very discreet, very cool build. Now it doesn't need to be by the water because it looks like this build gives you a pump, but it's got a pretty cool water wheel. So I definitely want to put this by the water. Oh, whoa, hang on a sec, look at this. So it's got a bit of a hill effect. Oh my god, this is a wacky building. I love it. But it's going to be hell to find a good position for this. Yeah, do you know what? We're going to still put this here because with the magic of retaining walls, what we can do is instead of having the retaining walls go left, we can have them swoop around. And yeah, don't worry, we'll make this work visually. You got to trust me on this, guys. But what does this thing look like at levels 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there is no level 6, but this looks really cool. Ah, man, yeah, you know what? We will make this work, and I'm going to push this back a little bit. And also what I'm thinking is we can kind of have a tunnel going under here to the rest of the district. Very cool. Well, okay, we'll pull the trigger on that, level 1. Boom, find the block. Wow, it's sky high. Let's get J on this and watch the build. Oh my god, guys, no! So digging out, oh no! This is why it's really important never really to put just like a thin veneer of dirt on your buildings, because oh my god, we just lost 2 builders in like 2 episodes. But yeah, we have a massive dark patch underneath here, and what that means is we've had skeletons spawn down here. Jay has come to take a look-see during his build, and he's ripperonied in pepperoni. Oh my god, well, we'll get the important bits here, and it's time to go and hire a new builder. Oh my god. What a calamity. I was just about to do the time lapse as well, but Ripperoni and Pepperoni Jay, oh my god, that's our 2 builders toast. So we got to find Jay's replacement now. Oh my god, it's going to be a tough call, but here we go. Manage workers. It's Jensen Pay No Tax or the Longstaff. Now, Longstaff is the Rat King, so we're going to leave him to haunt the sewers. But I reckon the new builder, it's going to be you, Jensen. Jensen Pay No Tax. Because if you're going to pay no tax, we might as well put you to work. Anyway, get on over here and get started with the build. Oh man, yeah, so a very somber day indeed. To say goodbye to Jay is really sad. He was one of our first colonists. In fact, he might have been in the first 4. I'll have to go back and look. But it looks like Jensen Pay No Tax really does look like he's got something to prove. He's building the Sifter's Hut at the speed of light. This is going up really quickly. And that's really good to see. Hopefully he won't slip into the trap that our other new builder has and start going really slow. Now there must be a reason for it, but as you can see, the Sifter's Hut is almost complete and Jensen has barely even cleared the land. And I don't know what it is. I think it's probably connected to the rack space, so maybe it's worth going over to the builders' huts and getting all of the couriers to do a big old clear out of those racks. Maybe he has trouble putting stuff into his backpack and then putting them in the racks. I think that's probably what's going on. A couple of things we can do to speed that up is, well, one of them is research. As always, there's a research that lets builders have bigger backpacks. Bigger backpacks means they can hold more, which means they can build more in one go before they have to go back to base. And obviously, that's going to speed things up like crazy. But the stonemason is a really big building, so I guess maybe it taking a long time is just gonna happen, is just natural for the size of the building. But Leo really is going massively slow. He's only doing it like log by log almost. It's a very slow endeavor from him. But it's gonna be really good to have the stonemason because it's another part of what we need to get our colonists able to create themselves all of the materials they need to build. But after a long old while, and I think it was like close to 2 hours, this building has finally been built, and it's got a very weird shape. So let's go in and take a look at these. Okay, couple of buildings built. Now with a bit of trimming, we've freed up these staircases, so now you can actually get up here and see the building. Now I don't exactly know what this is supposed to be. Now initially I thought these wooden things were like wheels, and this was like a big car. But why would a stonemason be a big car? I don't know, maybe the Byzantine were big into automobiles. It's definitely an alternative history, or maybe like a wacky parallel dimension, but we have the building now, and it's looking pretty good. Now, functionally, it works basically exactly the same as the sawmill, only it makes stone recipes instead of wood. That's cool, but the really exciting building now is the Sifter's Hut. Oh yeah, now it's going to take some work to make sure this looks correct, because at the moment it looks like it's a bit floaty, the mud looks horrible, that's just some exposed dirt, and we've got to fix that. But it shouldn't be too hard. Now, the working block is up here. And the way the Sifter's Hut works is you can see it basically sifts dirt and has a chance of getting some saplings. You can sift gravel, get things like flint and coal, or you can go crazy, sift something like soul sand, where you can get nether quartz, nether warts, And that's pretty cool. Also, sand sifts into cactus and sugarcane. And because we use a fair bit of nether quartz, that's going to come in real handy. But again, we got to hire a couple of dudes, and the colony is running a bit low on fresh faces. So we're going to head over to the tavern and see if we can recruit a couple of dudes. Oh yeah, here we go. So who is knocking around? Oh my god, whoa, we got loads and loads of dudes. Well, let's start outside the tavern first and see who's on the edge. Oh, we got Mixter Slunter. How's it going, Mixter? Mod Supreme. Also Mixter Hoobies. Yeah, somebody else that chose both genders. We've also got Strongborn Hoobies. Man, loads of Hoobies. We've got Biridan B. Oh, I like that, Biridan B. Little Renar, cool. And Usagi Carlson. Well, we don't have a Biridan yet, so we'll see if we can get Biridan B. Just over half a stack of lapis. That shouldn't be a problem. What about Little Renar? 24 nether quartz. Loads more lapis. Now we do have a lot of lapis, so that could be pretty cool. Let's give these guys some melons so they stick around. So lapis and quartz, and then old Mixter Slunter down here. Enchanted books, oh, that's a no-go for us, I reckon. But what about Strongborn Hoobies? Ugh, more enchanted books. Well, the last one, man, we get loads of visitors now, it's crazy. But the last Mixter over here, let's see what you want. Oh my god, more enchanted books. Well, that's a no-go, but we can definitely get the lapis and the quartz, and the house is just here, so let's do it. So here we go. Now I reckon the stonemason is the most important of the jobs to fill. So let's see what kind of stats we're looking at. Oh my god, Kapulka has 29 dexterity. I reckon for sure Miss Dax over here is gonna be our new stonemason. Let's see what a stonemason looks like. Oh, fantastic. Now we're gonna go through these recipes and basically fill in. It comes with some automatic recipes like making prismarine and prismarine bricks. But what we're going to do is go to custom recipes and put in all of the bricks, so the beige bricks, the brown bricks, all of the designs we're going to need to build buildings going forwards. Because what I really want to do is get the colony self-sustaining, so it can rely on itself to produce everything. And over here, what are we looking at? Yeah, the sifter's hut. Now the sifter does need meshes as a deliverable, which I think are made over at the Fletcher. But here we go, let's look at some stats. Now, Little Renar looks pretty good, 1717. Yeah, in fact, let's get you in. Now, what does a sifter look like? This is going to be a weird one. No, okay, just a regular dude with a black apron and a Christmas hat. Very nice. Now, to actually get sifting, this guy is going to need two things. He's going to need a sifter, as you can see here. He wants a mesh. Now, before we give him a mesh, we're going to hold fire, because basically we want to look after our sand and our gravel. We don't want to waste it. So my dudes, thank you very much for watching this episode of Minecraft Minecolonies Byzantine. This episode, we had a tragedy. Oh my god, rip J Hoobies. It's really sad to see him go. Oh, I think he has been with us since the very beginning. In fact, I want to go back to episode 1 and look at who the first colonists were, because I think not many of them are left with us. But this episode, we made leaps and strides over here at the Industrial District. We got the blacksmith and the smeltery up this episode. They're level 3 now. That's really cool. We got the sawmill up to level 3 as well, and we can stock him full of loads more wooden recipes. We got 3 research underway, got the composter's hut to level 3, and we built a stonemason and a sifter's hut. That's incredible. Now, next episode, I think we're going to be able to go to the retail district and build a few more shops, try and get that looking a little bit nicer. But until then, a massive thank you for watching. Make sure you do hit the thumbs up button, and until next time, take care.